Hey, I'm being patient.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can now.
Well, it takes just a second because you have to, what the way this system works that makes it easier. It makes it able for you to record in low signal areas that you're calling a third line. And in a third line, you have to join in, and that's how it records it.
Not a problem.
Yeah. So COVID-19 has us around the house. What do you think about that now? I'd ask you that. What do you think about all this?
Man, I think the COVID thing is a very serious consideration, but I also think that, man, we could take simple steps, and most people would be safe with it. Wash your hands. Try to stay away from crowded areas. I know there's no stay-at-home order for Arkansas, but maybe there should be. I mean, what I would like to see is I know, and this is probably going to be controversial, but when people want to congregate, go to Sunday service and everything, and I am totally great with that.
Yeah.
But, man, do you not realize all you're doing is creating a focus point?
Well, there's been a bunch of churches filled up with all across the United States, and including Arkansas. Here was, I think, 34 people in one church got infected.
You're absolutely right. And that's why I'm saying is maybe that's something that should be checked on. I mean, because, again, Arkansas does not have a stay-at-home order.
Yeah, I just listened to it. To me, it looks like there's three things that are important to know about COVID-19. Number one, its infection rate is higher than what we're used to.
Yes.
Number two, it takes longer to get it, so you don't even know you're sick.
Yes.
And number three, it produces more deaths because we don't have a way to stop it before it gets to that point.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, it boils down to if you look at your, I hate to claim a naught rate, but it goes back to here's the number of people who are infected who can transmit it. Here's the number of people who died. Well, we're above 1%. So 1,000 people, 10 people die.
Yeah.
10,000 people, 100 people die. And, it's a case of stay home and, be safe.
Yeah.
That's all you can do. You would make a comment, you were going to buy me a mask, and I sent you the picture. Well, of course, those fleece things are not available now. Well, anything will work. I mean, a hunting mask, a scarf, anything just to where if you accidentally cough or clear your throat or anything.
Yeah.
And you don't know you're infected.
Yeah.
Well, that could save somebody else. So,
14 days, man. I heard him say that 14 days. 14 days, you may be asymptomatic, meaning you don't even know that you have symptoms.
No, you have no clue. But even though I understand what Trump is trying to do, but I mean, he elected this group of people. Well, Dr. Fauci, the little guy with the glasses.
Yeah.
He point blank is asking, why is there not a nationwide stay-home order?
Yeah.
And, you're right. Hey, man, I mean, a face mask, a scarf, anything.
Yeah.
To kind of contain that.
But I've heard a lot of people say, and I've visited with people, and they said, I'm not worried about it because God is protecting me. I'm washing the blood. I'm like, oh, my God, man, come on, Well,
and I have no problem with someone wanting to believe that. I'm all for it. But
I am
here's my thing, and this is going to be really bad. If you want to go and congregate, worship, whatever, not my problem, not my issue, I don't care.
Yeah.
When all of y'all get sick, then don't call the hospital. Don't go to the hospital. Don't take up the respirators.
Yeah.
Don't do any of that because you chose to ignore, the recommendations.
Well, the only reason why that we don't have a bunch of more people dying, and you're right, it is right now we have 704 infected and 14, I believe, have died. So it's over 10%.
But now look at the worldwide population. More than 1 million cases. The United States is 25% of the entire world of cases. Yeah. We have not done a good job. We have not done anything to actually correct this.
No.
And I really believe, some of the things that we've talked about. I mean, look at Katrina. They let it to the state, and that guy failed. Well, it took Bush, and I like Bush okay, but he wasn't a great president.
Yeah. I voted for him
twice. I don't know. I'm with
there was nobody else to vote for.
You're right. Yeah. I'm voting for the best candidate of all the worst possibilities.
Which is Trump, too. I mean, I have to vote for him.
I agree. Well, I mean, hey, to me, Trump was elected by, I'm going to get rid of the aliens. Yeah. Okay,
here's what amazes me. I'm a Southern Christian as such, and I don't see how Southern Christians support him like he does. This man was talking literally before he got elected. I mean,
I agree with you.
He's more of a New Yorker than he is a Southern Baptist. I can't understand why people vote for this dude, but I understand because there's nobody else to vote for. Must be it.
Yeah, that's what it boils down to, is you are the best candidate of all bad choices. So, I mean, would I rather be number one of all choices that are bad, or would I be the best? So, I'm with you.
Yeah. But, the thing of it is, like with him, man, I have seen him, this is to his credit, I have seen him do a lot of great things. Tremendous things, as he would say, and he's done better with this once I guess he got beat into his head what was happening, but those numbers had to get big for him to see it. I think we were a little bit slow on the start, and the only thing that's protecting us down here, let me say this, the only thing that's protecting us down here and not in New York is that there's not too many of us.
And there's the issue is he's trying to claim he's doing a great job. Yeah. And yes, for the situation, he's doing the best he can, but at the same time, I don't think he is.
Yeah.
I mean, truly, because, I mean, everything he wants to put out is like, okay, so let me give you the perfect example. His son talking about the federal stockpile. Yeah. That is ours, the federal stockpile.
Who owns the government?
There's the thing is, okay, so let me see if I understand this. Taxpayers pay the state and the federal government.
Yes.
So
how does that work?
Does that not mean that I paid for the state when they run out? Shouldn't the same stuff I paid for to the federal government supplement it? I thought that's what it was for. Not to give to damn corporations to compete against states.
Well, that's exactly what it is. That goes back to a larger thing with this. People, I don't think that people are thinking the whole thing through. Another example.
You're right.
I'll hit a larger point. Over there at that Save-A-Lot, they had that plastic shield up there, okay?
Yep.
And I posted a picture of it on ACN, and people, I've seen people on there say it doesn't do any damn good. And in my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, it's not the tool, but it is a tool. And I think we have to look at it at more like that. Like you mentioned 3 or 4 or 5 different things we needed to do. Stay away from crowds, don't stand so close, wash your hands, and stand in front of a shield. I mean, it's like another of the million things that we have to do in the new reality we're in.
No, you're right. Society is changing. I mean, I'm sorry. I had to go to a lawyer's office the other day. I wouldn't even shake his hand. I reached out, I pulled it back, and I said, I'm sorry, I'm not going to shake your hand.
Yeah.
Society is changing. We got to find a different way to acknowledge that we respect somebody and do this. Now, at the same time, that plastic shield, if you got to stand in line for a little while, at this moment, please stand in line, wait your turn. It's just something to try and slow it down.
That's it. It's not going to prevent it, but slow it down. Put some space in between the chords.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's almost like that tempo. I mean,
Yeah.
You gotta have a pause in the beat to get that the next one is important.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yes, that's exactly it. And, of course, so now another thing, you've been talking about on the background is now we got all that controversial stuff. Everybody's, if anybody's listening to this, they're probably pissed off right now. Some of them are. Some of them are probably happy, or some of them are not. But that's all,
you know, hey.
But now, what have you been doing with killing your time? We talked about some books and such, but movies.
I've been rereading some books. I've read books my whole life. But it depends on what people like. If they like fantasy or a compilation of it. Patrick Rufus, he's wrote a great series of books. It's The Name of the Wind, and it starts out with this young kid who he witnesses a quote-unquote wizard called The Name of the Wind, and that's what the whole thing is. He wants to experience that. He wants to know something's better than he is.
Yeah.
And there's 2 books. The 3rd book is pending. I've been reading Jim Butcher. He writes the Harry Dressing series, which is he's a Wizard of the White Council, but he's an investigator. There's a mystery involved, but there's a little supernatural involved too. So you kind of mix it up. It's just great alternatives to just the standard stuff.
Yeah. So, in case I wonder why we laughing, we had to take out a little part and we had to discuss it for just a second. And with true Fountain Hill form, we gave it some colorful language.
I've read a bunch of those, and they're worth reading. It just kind of depends on if you're, kind of open-minded a little, and that kind of thing. There's several more we could discuss, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing of it is that most people probably aren't readers, but they probably could if they would know some stuff to read. A lot of times, with me, the ways that I've learned things to do is and I can't do it now, but I like going to the library and just hanging out.
Right. Well, and see, that's why I was so happy when I found out that, I could become a member of the Amazon or Amazon Audible, and you can actually install an app and borrow books from the Arkansas State Library. It can be text or audible, depending on what they want. It was great for me because I didn't have to go to Hamburg to borrow books. I can now do it on the internet.
Well, I did not know. See, I've been using Audible account to buy books and such. So I didn't know I've heard it through the library in CrossFit that there's a way to borrow digital books, but I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know what app you had to have.
I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up, and maybe next time I'll be able to tell you. But you can go to the library and just ask. I don't know the actual name.
You can't go to the library. They got it closed. I guess I could call it or something.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right.
Reality. This is the thing that we're talking about right here. Because the way that we used to live, we can't shake hands anymore. We have to Ebola elbow bump or bump fingers or something.
It's hey, stay the hell away from me.
Hey, man, this is closer than 6 feet, brother. So,
yeah, you're right. There are ways to do that. I wish I could encourage people to, hey, you been thinking about camping? Then by God, go out camping. Just out your back house. If you need to go back in, just go back in. But if you ever thought about it, do that kind of thing. Now is the time. Truly.
Or home. Not me, though. I'm not at home. Man, I can't go in my backyard unless I got a boat, and I ain't got a boat. So.
Thankfully, the creek shrank back down back out
there. I got to get it. I was thinking, you know what, though? I was thinking about the other day, if I could truly just blow money, this is always the topic. I don't have it to blow, but I would love to have a party barge on my pond.
Yep.
I wish I had that, but now the only thing that worries me about it is snakes.
Oh, yeah. See, but I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
See, that don't bother me. I just
don't bother you.
Okay, pow. or a big stick, whack.
Yeah, whack. And one dead snake.
But now I know there are people who are scared to damn death of snakes.
Yeah, well, see, the only thing that scares me is that if I go out there and go to sleep and one crawls across me, I would probably have a heart attack.
I had a friend that I was dating, and we were froggying, and they were scared of snakes. And the first thing happened was, of course, the battery turned loose, the light went off, and something dropped out of the trees onto one of them's shoulder. Well, the other about knocked the other out of the boat.
Yeah.
And when we all got the lights back on, it was just a crane up in the tree pooped on her.
Oh, no. Well, I don't know what's worse.
Well, I don't either. Apparently, whatever fell out of that tree was worth, because they almost all went in the water except for me.
Yeah. That's where all the snakes are at, too.
Yeah, I'm like, what the heck is wrong with you people?
Yeah.
Something fell on you. Pinch it up. Throw it off the side.
That's the way you get, and that's being raised up around the river right there.
No, you're right. I mean, hey, trot lines, yo-yos,
yes,
man, Horsehead, Amos Camp, Woods Place, it's years and years and years on the river.
Yeah.
Oh, something fell on me. Oh, it's a snake. Flip.
Yeah, you'll be okay. And, the thing of it is that, growing up down there, I grew up right down the road from the...
no, I know. You believe me.
But the thing of it is that so many people now, even kids, my kids, they don't know anything about that kind of life.
No, I know. But now is the perfect time for some of the kids. I actually heard that the South Arkansas has waived all fishing fees. Now, they want you to come get your license. Go to the store, get your license, but they're going to waive all the fees. Because, I mean, how close can you get on the river other than the family you're already living with?
Oh, so
or the lake, or, that kind of thing. It's just something else somebody can do if they want to.
I did not know you had to go still get a piece of paper. I thought you just went fishing.
No, I was told that they're going to bust you if you don't. All they want you to do is register.
Yes.
Don't pay any fees. It's free. The last I heard was April 30th. But they want you to register, but you just don't have to pay anything.
But think about this right here. You're not having the revenue for that, and there's so many things I can't even enumerate all the things that we're not getting revenue that we usually get.
Oh, no. I mean, you're right.
Can you imagine what that's doing to the economy at large?
Yes, and that's one of the reasons I'm like thinking, oh my God. The last thing I saw where they were just trying to bail out, like, look, the middle class is the backbone of America. It's the small business owners. It's the folks that go to work every day that actually support America. And
that is America.
No, you're absolutely right. And those are the ones that are being left out the most. Truly. I mean, that's just my opinion, and I don't know, $3 get you a cup of coffee, but
no, but that's the truth though. Because if people don't understand it, this is the thing that I always hear, and this is very political, and it may piss people off, but listen to me when I say this. Me and you talk about it all the time. But welfare system gives out around $43 billion per year. The amount of welfare that goes to the wealthy, that's people that make it $150,000 or more, who's business owners and such, is in the order of 1-point-something trillion. So not $43 billion, but $1 trillion per year goes in giveaways to the wealthy. And they're giving $43 billion to poor people living in,
and you're absolutely right. I think they need to kind of focus down a little bit, but now I also understand, look, I can't expect the wealthy, and I know they got there based on that, to pay everything. I don't want them to pay everything, but
I got you.
Pay your share. If I make $50,000 and I have to pay $10,000, then I have 40 grand to live on for the year.
Yeah.
If you make 500,000 and only pay 40,000, you've got, I don't know, 460,000 to live on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where I'm stuck with 40.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily tax the rich, but I wish they would maybe pay a little more of their share, or when it gets come to this place, we all expect, all right, we got to make some allowances.
Yeah.
I was disappointed today when I saw the thing that Arkansas did not, and I say not, pass the no eviction thing. So if you owe bills to your thing, they can still evict you.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. If you lost your job and you can't pay your bill, they can still evict you right now in the state of Arkansas.
Well, that's crazy. And the thing of it is, there's been a lot of people that lost their job because, it's a...
Yeah. No, I mean, it's really bad. The March estimates that was 701,000, that's way behind what the actual numbers are.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've heard that 10 million people in the United States right now are unemployed. And, most of the working people, you can't do your work from home.
No, you can't. I mean, blue-collar workers, I can't pack butt wipe from home. I mean,
no, that's right.
Really,
that's right.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it boils down to. I mean, I hate to make that example, but of course that is
that's the
closest industry to us.
Yeah, you can't weld on an assembly line. I mean, it doesn't work like that. Now, if you're...
Yeah, no, and you're absolutely right. I'm more of a hands-on guy. I want to be involved with the problem. I want to figure it out. I actually, want to make it work. Now, once I make it work, it moves up to sale.
Yeah, yeah.
So, it's a problem.
Yeah, and it's a huge loss because, the thing of it is that there's a lot of manufacturing. There's some of it I've seen it stick. There's still a lot of it that's doing it. The ones that have been necessary, like we work with some of the food industry, and they're doing a really good job. But I'll tell you right now, the ones that really scared me, we kind of hit on this a little bit ago about the grocery store people. I mean, can you imagine that stuff? You've worked in that before. So
yeah, no, I have, and you're absolutely right. Oh, my gosh, I cannot imagine.
That's not the most highest paying jobs in town, but they're there when everybody else is at home. Like today, I saw that big line out there, and I think there's only 5 people per 1,000 square feet to be in there, something like that.
Yes, you're absolutely right. They've closed the pharmacy side, and the grocery side is the only thing open, and they were 5 people at a time.
But now we went to Cash Savers, and of course, there it's a smaller, it's kind of locally owned kind of flavor.
Yeah.
And
I can go ahead and tell you, hey, I've been getting most of my stuff from Dollar General.
Yeah.
I mean, Cash Savers. I haven't been going to Walmart because they're too big, and that's where everybody goes. Now, that don't mean nobody needs to make a run on these other places, but if there are hard to find things, a lot of these smaller places have some of that.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I went and bought cat food and a roll of toilet paper. I didn't have to fight for it. I just walked in. It was on the shelf. But now I went to Dollar General in North Crossing.
Yeah.
Walmart had none of that. So it still goes back to just be smart about it,
Yeah. Well,
and that $3 to get you a cup of coffee, maybe with some creamer.
Maybe. But most of the stuff we go to Walmart right now, we a lot of it at Cash Savers, or in a lot of the stuff at Dollar General out there and across from there's a tractor place out there. Well, I guess that's North Crossett.
That's the Dollar General right there, in North Crossett next to Pope's and stuff.
And there's a lot of those little places, Dollar Tree and all that stuff. But like Walmart, there's certain things there, like with hair products and stuff like that.
No, I agree. You
got to go there for some of that stuff.
Well, off the record, it boils down to Walmart can offer more variety. Yeah. But when these folks are tasting for brand name stuff, they're not worried about hair products. They're not worried about any of that. They're worried about, I want Campbell's soup. I won't. And hey, I can go to some of these other places and I'll eat Cloverfield soup. All right. So now back on the record.
but that's a part of it though. It's kind of a new reality. It's with me. Like right now, I'm looking for what's going to be the easiest way for me to get out of it. Because right now, this stuff has me nervous. Whenever I get around on Fridays, I have to go to a job fair. But whenever I can go home and get away from that business, is what I want to do. So if there's a place that I can go to that makes it quicker and easier for me to get in and out, that's where I'm going. I don't care if I have to buy Lucky O's instead of Lucky Charms. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean I'm with you 100%. But that goes back to me. You're very practical. I just want something to eat. I don't care if it's Campbell's or Clubby O's. It don't matter. It's food.
The thing of it is that a lot of what we eat is fresh food. So if I get broccoli, it doesn't make a difference if I get broccoli from Cash Savers or Walmart. Broccoli's broccoli. You
got to get it frozen. Well, and now there are people like you who are very, health conscientious, and they're going away from the fresh stuff and trying to go to the frozen, and it's take the frozen. All right, off the record again. We had some damn cauliflower rice the other day, and I was telling him, I was like, hey, y'all could go to cauliflower rice or something, and it wouldn't bother me, and I would still eat it, but I can absolutely tell the difference. I ate it and I looked at them and said, "This is cauliflower rice." And Mom laughed at me and said, "How did you know?" Because it don't taste like rice.
This is not rice, man. Something
it goes back to I would eat it, because it didn't taste bad, but you expect when you bite into a moon pie to taste moon pie, not, I don't know, jelly roll, chicken ass. All right, back on the record.
Well, here's the record. My wife is looking at me with evil eyes, so I got to go inside and play with the family now. But man, it's been fun talking about this. I'm gonna tell you, and we'll probably surprise some people. We'll have to.
All right, brother. Well, I'll come see you tomorrow.
All right, talk to you soon.
All right, bro. Talk to you later, brother. Bye.